Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're looking at Christmas and the lovely Artistically Inked stamp set. Really love this one. Have only recently actually got it, but I really love the sort of alcohol ink effect that you get with these. We're going to be using these tiny little flowers here, and this little one, and probably some of the speckles, and maybe a little leaf, but maybe not. But we're going to create a Christmassy card. So I'm using the Stamparatus. I'm using my Wreath template, which most of you will know about. If you don't know about it, if you're a new subscriber, then you will be able to find it. I will always give a link if anybody wants to find it. If you just put Wreath template, you'll be able to see it. Really simple. It's a laminated thing and it just helps you do wreaths or do circular patterns and things. So I have put my stamps onto the Stamparatus. I've put the large one at the top and the three ones at the smaller. And I'm using cherry cobbler. And I'm just going to ink those up. And then just put them down and turn it around so that this goes round quite simply in 8 sections, and the 8 sections will give this rather nice pattern to go round. So I use my template all the time. In fact, I probably need to make a new one. It's getting a bit sort of grubby now with bits of ink and colours and various things like that I sort of seem to have all over the place. But it works really well if you're wanting to do, as I say, circular type patterns, which with this are very easy to do. So I'm literally just working my way round in the cherry cobbler because I want it to have it a Christmas feel to it. Now when you're doing it, you will be able to see better than me. I'm looking in at an angle like this so that it's probably not going to be 100% accurate in the circle, but it gives you enough of an idea. And to be quite honest, I think it works probably well enough for what we're going to be doing here. And I'm just going to take it around on here. And put this one on like that. Okay, whoops, nearly dropped my magnet. So you now have a really rather nice sort of circular pattern in here. And then I'm going to use my Simply Chamois to just clean those stamps. And then what I want to do is I want to just sort of add some other. I'm doing the whole thing in very traditional, so we're having it in cherry cobbler and garden green. So I'm going to take these ones out and put them back in on the case. And then I think we're going to have this smaller leaf, I think. I'm just having a, let's put these back in there. So we have 2 different leaves. We have this, which is a 2, which I think is going to be too big. And then we've got this one, which is a smaller leaf, which I think is going to be better. So I'm going to have this leaf and I'm just going to put it so that it almost connects the 2 together, because I think that that will work probably the best that we can do, because I want just a little bit of green in on there. So this is the garden green and I'm just going to ink up this leaf and pop it in on the center here. That's nice. So that should just give a little bit of the center and connect all of those little leaves, the flowers together, but still in very traditional Christmassy colours. Oh, I've got rather a lot of ink. I need to be careful with my fingers. I think I must have, as I closed it, my cherry cobbler is a new pad, so it's, you can see it's a little bit juicy still, but it works quite well. So I'm just making sure that I'm not getting my hands covered in it all. So we should be able to just take this all the way around. I've just got two more. And this will give us a nice pattern in on here. Last one. There we go. So we've now got a really rather nice sort of circular pattern in there with the little flowers in the center. And then we need to put I'm going to put a Christmas sentiment in on there. So I can take this, just clean that up, and put this one back in its case. So these are hello, best wishes, thanks and happy birthday, but I want this to be a Christmas one. I'm going to take the little tiny splatters out, and I think I'm going to use those with a block afterwards, because I don't think I want those uniform. I think I want them sort of random on there, but I do want to take a Christmas sentiment. So you can do it all on the Stamparator, but I'm going to take it off now, and just because I want to see how we're doing colour wise with so this is 5 inches by 5 inches. My card base is a 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. This is 5 1/2 square. So this is going to come in on top and is going to be 5 inches. So you've got a wider border, but I think that works quite well when you're looking at a larger square card. So I think that that will work in like that. I want to put the sentiment in the center. So I need to get a large Christmas one. So let's have a look and see what ones I've got that's going to be quite large for Christmas. I don't think I've got too many large ones. So I've got the stars are shining brightly, which would fit in there. I quite like this Merry Christmas from the Perfectly Plaid from last year. So I think I'm going to do it in, whoops, nearly dropped a piece there. I'm going to do it in that one, and I need that's the Merry Christmas one. So I just want Merry Christmas on there. And that's going to go in on the centre, and I think it will fit. It might just actually be a little bit too big. We might have to have something a little bit smaller. So what have we got that's a bit smaller? Let's have a look on this one. Joy to the World. That might be quite nice, mightn't it? Don't even know if I've used that one yet. So let's take that one out. Joy to the World. Oops. Little star course on there. I think that that will go, yes, that will work better. So let me just put it on to make sure it's relaxed. Okay, so this is going to go in on the centre. So it's going to be a very simple sort of one layered card. And I'm going to put that in on the centre like that. Now, I think I'm going to do it in the garden green because I want to have a bit of both of the colours in there. So let's just do this with the garden green. And we're going to put that in the centre like that. Joy to the world. I think it's really rather pretty. Now we just need something to just sort of join up all of the little things in together. And I'm going to choose, let's put it in on our card to see how it's all sort of working together, which I think it's working rather well. So that can go in like that. But I need something to just sort of tie it all together. And I think that these tiny little spots here, I want to bring in another colour. So I'm going to bring in, I think I'm going to bring in a yellow. Let's take, oh, I've got one here. I'm going to use the one that's here rather than getting another one out. So I've got some crushed curry. We could use cherry, we could use Daffodil Delight, we could use Bumblebee, any sort of form of yellow. And I just want to pull in just a little bit. And I'm going to put them in just on here to just sort of bring, so they don't have to be exact. I'm just trying to bring in just a little bit of colour in on here that just ties some of those little spaces together. So we can just pop them in between like that. Take one in the middle like that. Okay, so that, I just need to have a little one in here, I think. So just sort of add them as you want. I'm just trying to do them so that they come in on the spaces like that and just give sort of a little bit of a twinkle on there. And then we can put it onto, so let's take our card base, put this onto here. So as I say, it's another simple one, but what I would then do is, because I quite like, you can keep it like that, or you can add some twinklies or some sparkles. What I probably do is, which I really enjoy using a lot at the moment, is take some of these really lovely little stars and maybe just dot those about as well. But for a very simple card, using something that we've already got and turning it into a Christmas card, this makes a really good one. So it was Artistically Inked that we used. Two colours, Cherry Cobbler and Garden Green, in on there, and the Stamperators to just give us that nice uniform circle on there. So I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind. Look forward to seeing you again soon. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and hit the notification button, and then you won't miss anything. So thank you so much. See you again soon. Bye-bye.